What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. On the run, it's Clark. Finds some fresh air. Oh, out of space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Softened him up with a run and now to throw. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Turning on the Jets. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Gators! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, Those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. Finding an escape route. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. Creates a little space. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man,
this should be the last play of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Oh, they're after him. Rifles it down the middle. Snags it down the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ball. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Florida!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
yeah, when you get that man man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's ball. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They'll run the screen. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in, the defense locked and loaded.
Touchdown, Gators! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Lagway. Got his man out of the backfield. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll run the option. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. You go for it on 4th down, you get it, you're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line up, run the football, get north, and score a touchdown.
Try to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. Slithers into space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The option look. Quick toss. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
A long way to go on fourth and goal. Wants to throw. It's Flagway. Dances away. Touchdown, Gators! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking for room. It's ball. Finding open areas. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Bring in the heat. Avoids pressure. Fires on the move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quickly out to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That was a nice pickup running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
That's caught. It's Wilson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Really nice awareness too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
I think think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
They go to the wide receiver screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick.
Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Offense set on first down. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's got a chance. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys, not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.